she would have been there at the same time, you know, whenever she showed up. And then I would have been soaking wet in the rain, never would have met her. And it's crazy because it's like we talk like all the time now. And she would just be like, how's your day going? Or I'm like, yeah, you know, we just like talk back and forth about our trips. We were standing in line together. The line was so bad at Tokyo Sea, and it was like, it wasn't even moving. The gates were open, they were starting to let people in, but we were not moving at all. And she held the umbrella for me the entire time we waited in line. And then it's like when we got up to the gate to like scan our tickets, I scanned my ticket, and then I was waiting for her because I wanted to say, you know, thank you again for letting me use your umbrella. And then that's when she scans her ticket, and then she actually bought the tickets to the wrong park. So she bought them to Disneyland instead of Tokyo Sea. So she just like hurried and bought the right ticket so she could get in. And then I was like about to tell her, you know, like, thank you for letting me use your umbrella. You know, she wanted to walk me with the umbrella to a shop so I could get like my own umbrella or a poncho or something. So she walked me the whole way to the shop. I think I'm gonna just be prepared next time. Me and all the other dummies that didn't bring an umbrella or a poncho were in that store. So we're all in there and we're like moving like this. You can't even move. You literally just have to like shove your way through the people. And they had like ponchos hanging on a rack. There was just like arms just like constant, like the arm just constantly going where you couldn't even look. You know, if I went to go grab and look at the poncho, somebody would be snatching it out of my hands. Snatching it up. I learned my lesson. She waited for me to get something in the shop, and then we exchanged contact information. And I told her again, I was like, thank you so much. I'm grateful that I met you, and she was like, girl, don't even. And then now I'm gonna visit her in China. So it's crazy. That kindness she showed, like, it really did mean a lot to me. Not everybody would do that. They would just like look at me and be like, loser, she's getting soaked in the rain because she didn't bring an umbrella. She didn't have to do that. She could have just let me suffer. She didn't. So yeah, that's one story. But I'll tell my other story in another video. That's a good one too. It might even be even better. So you'll have to stay tuned if you want to hear about my adventures. Okay, I'm gonna finish getting ready. Thanks for listening to my story. Okay, this is just like a bonus that I thought was kind of funny. What happened to me when I was buying a poncho, because I didn't want, they had umbrellas in the shops, but they were like the big ones, and I wanted, if I was gonna buy an umbrella, I want like one that was collapsible. So I got a poncho instead.